North Korea's food stocks are running dry, the UN is warning. And North Korea's government distribution program of food is actually expected to run completely out in May and put a quarter of the country's 24 million people at risk of starvation. Here's the thing. As I've mentioned before, I'm obsessed with these North Korea documentaries. People are already starving. Kids picking up kernels of corn from mud and eating them in North Korea. People are already starving in North Korea, Lewis. And if this really is, if there are going to be further food stock problems, I can't even imagine what is going to take place there. The UN World Food Program resumed sending food aid to North Korea in 2006. Blamed flooding, foot and mouth disease, unusually cold winters for devastating food supplies to the country. And the WFP said vulnerable members of society are currently facing increased shocks to their daily coping strategies, leaving them on a knife edge. If you've ever seen any documentaries on North Korea, the vulnerable members of society are basically everybody outside of Pyongyang and even some of the people there. Of course, Kim Jong-il's family, they have plenty of food. And those who are lucky enough, I guess, who have shown enough devotion to the great leader and are chosen to live in Pyongyang, some of them are living in some kind of reasonable way, particularly those that would ever be exposed to those who come in from other countries and have to be seen. They can't be malnourished, Lewis.
Right.
But other than that, they're all vulnerable members of society.
So what's going to happen?
I don't know. According to one of the sources, many military units can only provide a few dozen corn kernels or a couple of potatoes per meal, and they have enough for 2 meals a day for soldiers. So what do? Soldiers, they can't even be soldiers like that. So orders come down to make soldiers sleep in the afternoon instead of doing training or working to keep energy conservation down because they've got a couple dozen corn kernels. Another source, malnutrition among soldiers are increasing fast. I've even seen a case of an unmarried company commissar who went home, stayed for a month, quote, replenishing himself with calories before returning back to his unit. I don't know what it is that has captivated me about what is happening in North Korea. I don't know if it's the number of children that only know this brainwashed, malnutritioned way of life. I don't know if it's the extent to which broad-based propaganda, almost I would call them brainwashing campaigns, literally.
Of course it is, yeah.
I don't know what it is, but something about that North Korean regime really is, I don't know, I focus on it so much more than others.
It's fascinating. And I think the secrecy adds to it. Like you want to know more about it because you're not allowed to. If
you have Netflix, look up any of the North Korean documentaries and watch them, and it's amazing.
Didn't you tell me, maybe, I don't remember who it was, but something about how the history books there say that Kim Jong-il was born like to a virgin and like could speak at birth as an infant and he doesn't defecate and stuff like that. I'm almost positive this.
I don't remember those, but I know that a lot of what is considered the record in North Korea is just bizarre propaganda about Kim Jong-il,
right?
And how he supposedly there's a lot of stuff about his supposed athletic capabilities.
Oh yeah,
he can do incredible things with a basketball or whatever it is.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember exactly. It's amazing.
I'd be happy to take him on one-on-one any day.
Coming up, Lewis is a hacker, by the way, so do not play basketball
yeah, I'm a
with
hacker.
Lewis.
Yeah, right. Dave's almost gouged my eyes out more times than I can count.
Lewis is the type of guy who he throws his elbows around, and that's about it.